It's the comic book show. It's the comic book show. It's the comic book show. Yeah.
Welcome back to Twin Galaxies Live, where every Wednesday, 9 p.m. PST, we bring you the comic book show with this all-star cast of comic book experts. We're gonna get into the very first segment of the night, which is
The Daily Planet.
News sounds!
It's where we fill you guys in on all the news from the past week that's comic book related.
Guardians of the Galaxy is now the third highest grossing Marvel Studios film, having made over $730 million, with help of it premiering in China. Guardians follows the lead of the Avengers and Iron Man 3 films, both having grossed over $1 billion.
none of that 730 million came from China because everyone over there pirated it.
It was revealed that at her audition as Fish Mooney, actress Jada Pinkett Smith came in full Fish Mooney attire with a young man on a leash with the word liar written in lipstick on his forehead.
Do you think she had auditions for the guy to go with her to the auditions?
I think her and Will Smith.
I think it was Will Smith. Oh, you guys should talk about this!
Oh, yeah.
But in a grand fashion.
Yes.
After I move over to the machine to play Infinite Crisis, you can join me. I'm Gotham City Siren.
And guys, the final bit of news from the Daily Planet. The comic book show has a new sponsor. I don't know if you guys noticed our nifty little layout in the bottom corner down there. We are now sponsored by House of Secrets out of Burbank. It is awesome. They are phenomenal. We had a great hour-long adventure there the first time that we swung by to check out tons and tons of back issues, amazing Golden and Silver Age stuff all over the walls.
Everything.
Incredible statues, including some that I can't talk about because Wes wants to buy them and he's saving up for them.
Yeah, you can't.
So I can't tell you what they are because if you knew, you'd probably go there and you'd want to buy them. But if you go for yourself, you can find out other stuff. Just don't.
Yeah, you're giving them too much.
Too high.
So guys, it's the Danger Room. That's where we put Marvel versus DC. You get to decide who wins the week. Best of 5 rounds. You know how it works. You've been here before.
Spoiler, it's us, DC.
So guys, Miles Morales, the Ultimate Spider-Man #6. In the previous issue, J. Jonah Jameson blew Norman Osborn's head off. Oh my god, he's dead. So he's like calling people up saying, oh my god, I just killed Norman Osborn. But oh no, he's appearing in the back. He's not dead. And oh no, J. Jonah Jameson, looks like you be dead. So at MJ's house, Miles Morales is there with Peter Parker and Mary Jane. Miles is like, hello, tell me who are you? Who the hell are you? You can't be the real Spider-Man. The world saw you die. And they actually dig up his grave and find out his body is missing. So this has to be Peter Parker, right?
All right, we're following up Batman Eternal #28. We presented #27 last week, but of course, there's the Catwoman pole dancing joke, which is a recurring joke at this point, which I think is hilarious and awesome. Killer Croc finally stops in to bust up what's going on with Catwoman because she's been captured and she's about to be killed. But unfortunately, it's one of those bad situations where this is one of the most emotional books that I've read in a long time, and there's a guy who doesn't have great vision who's supposed to shoot Catwoman, misses Catwoman, and ends up killing Jade, the young girl who Waylon Jones was trying to take care of and who Catwoman was trying to protect. It's one of those few books that actually almost makes you want to cry because of how sad it is. DC got 2/3 of the vote with 66.7%. Yeah. DC takes round 1.
So Axis #2, guys, they started the thing out with Falcon yelling at Iron Man saying, how the hell do we stop them? Them being the Ultimate Sentinels that the Red Skull made. Well, actually, it was Tony Stark who made them. Rogue touched Onslaught and found out that there's still a shred of Xavier's essence in Onslaught. Did you hear that? There's still a shred of Xavier's essence in Onslaught. Xavier's still kind of, sort of alive.
DC for round 3 is presenting Green Lantern's New Guardians #35. We find out that Kyle Rayner is actually not a white lantern. It's not a ring that he's possessing. It's actually the life equation. There's your mind blown already, and you're like, wait, what? Now, the really crazy thing about this is because this is an awesome throwback. I don't know if you guys remember Kyle Rayner's girlfriend who got sliced up and shoved into a fridge in the middle of the 90s. It was one of the most shocking moments ever in comic book history. Well, guess what? Kyle now has the life equation, and he kind of accidentally almost turns Carol Ferris into his stuffed into a fridge girlfriend, which is like, what? It is.
Uh-oh.
Marvel takes it. DC presents Red Hood and the Outlaws number 35. We start out with Roy Harper burned to a crisp in a hospital bed, and you're wondering, okay, what the hell happened? Starfire went kind of nuts. Of course, she's still gorgeous as all get out, wearing a tiny little skimpy bikini throughout the entire thing, which is cool. What actually ends up happening is she's drugged out of her mind, and Roy and Red Hood don't know it. Corey ends up saying, oh my god, I'm really sorry I'm drugged out, but I have to leave. And Roy's saying, what do you mean you have to leave? So she takes off and ignites Roy. Now, that's kind of messed up because she's dating him.
I'm presenting Death of Wolverine number 4. I hope you can see that because that's the cover. If you can't see it, look it up on Google because it's an awesome cover. So Wolverine tracks down Cornelius, who is behind the attack, behind his hit. So he's trying to get these other people to get the adamantium process going, but he needs Wolverine's healing factor. Well, Wolverine slices his hand and shows that his healing factor is gone. And he slashes the adamantium containment, and all the adamantium splatters all over him. And guess what? When adamantium starts to cool, there's no break in it. Bye-bye, Wolverine. I love you. Rest in peace.
All right, what do we have?
Marvel takes it.
Marvel took the week.
Well, guys, that moves us into our next segment, which tonight is actually a bat signal. We are giving away the last 3 Red Star Makita t-shirts. And guys, these were incredibly limited. You can pretty much only win them through our show, which is awesome.
Yeah. What is Martha Wayne, Bruce Wayne's mother's maiden name?
Oh! My favorite thing is that people guess when they have the power of the internet and the Googling at their hand. You know,
Kane! Yes,
Kane?
that's right. It's Camostri takes the win. It is Martha Kane, obviously named after Bob Kane.
we notice that some of the suggestions for Infinity Gauntlet come in over the comments on our YouTube, on the Stan Lee World of Heroes.
Yeah, which is cool.
YouTube posting of our episodes, which is very awesome.
Patrick Gaming 35, who asks, can Stan Lee ever come to Australia? Maybe. And then he follows that up by saying, can you please do Superman versus Shazam?
Aha!
Well, you could actually watch the movie.
Shazam is powered by magic, which is why that
Superman's
is a very
not a fan of.
Right, which is why that's a very, very good matchup.
Only infected with virus X.
Sure. I think Superman every time, and I'll tell you why. Even though magic is a big weakness, Superman's not like a tiny little child. So
I think it would be an interesting fight, but I think at the end of the day, Superman has more experience and...
he's a grown-ass man.
Well, there's just a few more comments that I want to bring in very quickly. Captain Dope says, the f*** is this? This is the comic book show on Twin Galaxies Live. We're here every Wednesday from 9 until 11 p.m.
That was really informative. He really wanted to know. Thanks, Matt.
Yeah, well, now you know.
Check out our little tiny itty bitty episodes on Stan Lee's World of Heroes. Comes up on Mondays. See you next time.
It's very true.
Peace.
The end!
Twin Galaxies.
You go put on a pretty dress and you come back so we can tell you how beautiful you are.
That's right, you do it now.
Then you
I
get in the
love you.
kitchen.
Put on a dress! That's awesome.
It's the comic book show. It's the comic book show. It's the comic book show.